Hey guys, how's it going? So, Blender have released a new hair system and it's a new curve type that uses geometry nodes. The update was in 3.3.0 alpha, but at the time of this recording, they have already released the beta version, so I'm using that. And I'm gonna show you two reasons why this is a total upgrade from the last hair system. So yeah, let's actually get into it. I'm not gonna go into the basics because on Blender's channel Andy have already made a video on how this system works and how everything works. So if you wanna learn the basics, just go and watch that video. I'm gonna put the link in the description. So yeah, I'm only here to tell you those two reasons. So we're gonna just do that real quick. Let me okay, this is already scuffing, so I'm gonna increase the point per curve. You don't really have to, but because what I wanna show you in this video, I'm gonna have to increase these. So yeah, let me create a real awesome looking mustache real quick. And yeah, there isn't really anything innovative that I'm doing right now, and if you wanna learn this, just as I've already told you, and they have made a video on the basics. The thing is, these are still jagged, right? It doesn't look like that we have increased the point, but in order to see that, we're gonna have to increase our subdivision, and now we can see these are smoothed out. Okay, so the first reason that this is a total upgrade is because these hairs use geometry nodes, right? And geometry nodes are basically modifiers, which means you can have as many modifiers as you want. So if I were to add a geometry node modifier, I can add as many as I want, right? But right now I have to make a node tree by myself, which I have no idea how to do. So I'm just going to shamelessly import one of those inner hair.blend files node tree, and I'm only going to use the hair noise because I don't really want to overcomplicate anything. You can obviously import any of these that you want. For example, there is an hair thickness one and randomized length, for example, so you can have any of these that you want. I'm just going to import the hair noise one because I want to demonstrate something. So I'll just add that, and if I were to increase the strength, you can see those points are actually showing the points that we have increased. But I don't really want the scale to be that high, so I'll just decrease it to the point where these look kinda okay. So let's just say this is what we have right now. What I want to do is these bigger scaled noise, I want to add smaller scaled noise. So what I can do it, I could just duplicate the modifier and just increase the scale. So now you can see, if I were to decrease the strength a bit, you can see that on the bigger noise, right, as you can see it right here, on the bigger noise I also have smaller noise like this, and you can have as many modifiers as you want. Now let's just say that you have made a node tree that clumps your hair, right? Now I don't have any idea how to do that, so I cannot show you that right now. But let's just say that you made one clump modifier, you can just add it right here, and then you could clump these hairs as well. Being able to add as many modifiers as you want is so flexible, and it also gives you the opportunity and the option to do seriously anything that you want. So yeah, that's basically first reason. And also you can change the order, and by changing the order you can get different result. So yeah, being able to use geometry nodes as a modifier is, you can think about them like layers, right? You can add as many layers as you want on your hairs. So that was the first reason. Now the second reason is because these are using geometry nodes, right? And you have all these values that you can change by any procedural texture or an image texture, any hand painted image texture basically. So I'm gonna show you that real quick. I'm just gonna select my Suzanne and I'm gonna go into the texture painting mode. Now if I were to add an image, let's just say noise strength, and I'll just make it a white colored image. Let's just say that I don't really want any noise on the left side of my mustache. So what I can do is I can create a mask like this, right? And now if I were to go into the geometry nodes, I can select my hairs, and as you can see, this group input node is basically what is responsible for our strength, right? For our noise strength. So if I were to remove this, you can see that this scale value becomes a new noise strength, right? So anything that we were to put in here is going to affect our noise strength. So I'm gonna import our image texture and I'm going to select the image. Okay, so this is not working because we have to tell Blender that we want to use Suzanne's UV map, and in order to do that I'm gonna have to insert a group input node. And once I've done that, you can see that there is this vector attribute thing have created, and if you were to click on this button, you can just select the surface UV coordinate, which are basically the UV map for this. And as you can see, these haven't changed because we wanna put the color value here. So now these have changed. Just for the simplicity sake, I'm going to delete this modifier, and now you can see wherever we have painted with black is not really giving us any noise strength. So that's basically the reason number 2. You can change any of these values with either image texture or any procedural texture, for example noise texture or Voronoi texture, and you could also control the strength of these by changing the value. So if I were to increase the value, you can see that the noise is basically increasing. Also I could decrease the noise here. So yeah, I actually get so much control like this, and being able to create a mask also give you the flexibility to hand pick where you want more noise or where you want less noise. As I've already told you, just use this texture in any of these inputs that you want, and you can create different type of result through that. So yeah, that's basically it guys. That was all I wanted to say. There's one more thing though. I have groomed him, and if you want to see my workflow of grooming him using this particle system, I'm going to upload these videos on my YouTube channel, so please subscribe. And if you think that this video is kind of helpful and what I've said was actually true, please like and subscribe. And if you think that you have something to add, you can also comment. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you. Bye bye.